I'm at the etrailer. Today we're going to be talking about the Saris Edge Bike Rack on the back for a 2025 Ford Maverick. Now this is going to be a great option if you're looking for something that's going to be more of a sleek design and just really easy to work with. So let's check it out. Let's just kind of focus on how it's going to interact with the Maverick. So back here, we have plenty of space for me to stand in between here. If I need to reach into my bed, I can do that. But if you need a little bit more space, we can do that too. All we have to do is come to the back side. We're going to pull on this little lever right here. I like to lift up on it some, and then this will drop. And this is a pretty aggressive tilt, especially with this being able to carry those heavier bikes, being able to carry bikes upwards of 80 pounds per bike. Now we're almost going to be able to open up our tailgate completely, which is really rare with bike racks and the Maverick. I think this is just barely going to touch right here. And if you look up at the top, you can tell this is almost extended all the way. Again, that is not very common at all. But if you don't want that to touch at all, that's okay. We can just move this up, connect it here. Now we're going to have a ton of clearance underneath, and this would be great if you have any awkward items that you struggle taking in and out of your truck, so you can still open up that tailgate some. And if we want to take a closer look at the rack, I'm going to remove my bike. I'm going to start with this strap on the back tire. Just press that in, and that will release. I like to do this with two hands, so you can see one hand makes it a little bit awkward. Slide that out of my way. Come over here to the front side, and this is going to be a little bit different. You're just going to have a button here. Press on that, push up, and then if you release, it's just going to come back down. So I'm going to push up, pull it all the way out of my way, and just like that, we're good to go. And from here, I can just lift up on my bike and then take it out for a ride. But that's what I like about this rack is we're not making any frame contact, so it's perfect if you have any alternative or carbon frame bikes. And we can clean everything back up. Just put this strap back into place. What's neat about this too is this is able to slide up and down on your trays to accommodate for different wheelbases. We're going to have this integrated bike cable lock to give you extra security. And at the very front of it, this is what I really like, is this hook. This goes right back into place. You saw that earlier. That's nice that I don't have to worry about maintaining all that. It's just nice that I had to put up one strap. So very fast, efficient to work with. And from here, let's get a couple measurements. So the first one I like to get is going to be the ground clearance. That's going to be 22 inches from the ground. That's plenty of clearance. You shouldn't hit the ground even going up those really steep inclines. But let's get a measurement of how far it's going to stick out. From our back bumper, the back of the carrier, this is going to be about 36 inches, which isn't too bad. That's pretty standard for most two-bike carriers, but we can save more space. All I have to do is pull on that hand lever and lift up this time. It'll stop here. This is going to be typically if you have anything on the back of your Maverick, but most cases you won't. We can actually fold that all the way up in a 90-degree angle. And from our back bumper, this is only going to be sitting at about 13 inches away from your vehicle, saving you a lot of space, especially in those tight spots like garages. Now let's kind of focus what it's going to block on the back of your Maverick. It is going to block some important things. So your backup camera, that's going to be blocked by this center post right here. So I'd recommend using either your mirrors or your back window. And it's going to partially obstruct your taillights. So that is something to think about when you are driving around, since this is so wide. And then at the bottom, your license plate actually will not be blocked. That's pretty unique. A lot of bike racks I'll see will block that license plate, so it's nice that that is still visible. And the way this is going to install is we're going to have a 2-inch shank that goes into a 2-inch hitch receiver. We'll have a pin that goes through and connects to a lock core. That lock core is going to use the same key system as your integrated bike cable lock. And if you look at the back half of the bike rack, right here, we're going to have this knob. This is going to be an anti-rattle knob, very easy to use. All you got to do is turn it. It's nice because some other types of anti-rattle devices out there require you to have a tool. With this, you don't have to worry about losing anything. Overall, I think this is going to be a solid option if you are looking for something a little bit more sleek. And if you're someone who's dealt with bike racks where you've had to deal with a lot of straps, a lot of hooks, something that feels just tedious. This takes all that work out of it, where you just have to focus on putting one strap up and the bike rack does the rest itself. And if you guys have any questions, please let us know here at eTrailer. And if you do decide to go with us after watching this video, please leave us a comment or just a review. Let us know how you're liking it. But again, I'm Matt. Thanks for watching.